So, as you were saying,
Yeah, so I revisited the Richard Wilson article found in Modern Drummer back in 1996. That would have been April 1996.
okay.
Richard talked about the whole idea of, the whole idea of learning how to play the instrument, and the snare drum rudiment being the scales and appoggiaturas.
Arpeggios.
Oh, sorry, arpeggios. Sorry, and he also touched on the whole idea of there being a total of 70 plus rudiments.
Well, I can tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Well, Dick had occasional rivalries. He wasn't playing anymore, so he didn't have to be political. And I don't think he was political even when he was playing. That was just a put on, because who knows how many strokes there are. He would take simple rudiments and create offshoots to those rudiments, create new exercises with really interesting stickings, and they would be associated with some part of a rudiment. So could that be another rudiment?
Yeah, I see.
And so he just liked the idea, because I don't know, maybe there are an infinite number of strokes. You take, you take all the pieces and you keep putting them together in different ways.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
So he used to enjoy talking about how he wasn't altogether totally serious about the idea of there being that many strokes. But anyway, keep going.
Anyway, I mean, there was one of the other salient things was just the whole idea of, half the effort and twice the speed. This whole idea of just sort of aligning yourself with, with the laws of physics and like the whole idea of just learning how to play the instrument in an energy efficient way. That's a striking thing. And there was that drummer, because there was that sidebar with quotes from Carlos Vega and Vinnie Colaiuta and David Garibaldi and
Mike Barsamonto.
Yeah, Mike Barsamonto, and he mentioned there's a quote. Richard's understanding of balance, fulcrum, economy of movement, and in brackets, half the effort, twice the speed, is astonishing. Most of his lessons are compositions that include such totality as far as drumming goes that you can't help but be positively influenced. That's a pretty heavy endorsement right there.
Well, that was Vinnie, wasn't it?
No, that was Michael that said that.
Yeah, Michael, that was great. That's right.
Do you know him at all?
Yeah, I do. So yeah, he's part of the family.
Yeah.
And what did Vinnie say? Go ahead and read that.
Well, I don't have the full article here in front of me. I basically what I did was I took a picture of the last paragraph where where Richard's talking about, he mentions it's important for students to know the difference between motion up and an upstroke, or one or more strokes made on the motion up. So that kind of brought me to that understanding when you're, say, playing a drag, that on that motion up you'd get that rebound. my question is, I was assuming that's what he was referring to. And then he goes on to say, Wilson says, because then you're making strokes on the way up as well as the way down, resulting in half the effort with twice the speed. Yeah, that's important if you're going to play a one-handed series of singles, whether you pull your fingers or bounce the wrist on the upstroke. Because I remember you mentioning this idea of bouncing the wrist on the upstroke.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then the final result of studying technique. So this is after you spent several years developing the technique. Besides one-handed playing, I guess Richard referred to one-handed playing as being able to play strokes on the up as well as the down. That's the one-handed thing he's talking about.
Well, see, the idea isn't all about. People think that what's difficult when you talk to people that aren't drummers, pedestrians, they, I love drums, I wish I could, but I just can't coordinate everything. I said, well, of course that's an important part of it, but that's what a lot of drummers seem to miss. Is it's not about how you play one note. Isn't that what he says at the beginning of the article, Richard Wilson?
Like I said, yeah, perhaps. I don't have the full article in front of me.
I'll connect this.
Yeah.
Someone comes into me, Wilson says. I ask him to play a few fundamental strokes, simple things. Within 5 seconds, I know just where they are. What drummers usually need to know, and it sounds really strange, is just how to hold the sticks. Because if they don't, they're forcing everything out in an inefficient way. Why was Buddy Rich faster than other people? It was because he was more efficient with his motions, which enabled him to get more speed. The whole idea is half the effort with twice the speed.
Yeah. Once again, yeah.
And
he talks about the whole idea at the end of developing the crescendo strokes.
So let's stay on track here. And so what Richard is referring to is, he says just like, I asked him to play some really simple things. Probably we might ask you just to play one note.
Yeah.
If you know how to hold the sticks, you'll be able to play said note. And so you see, it's really about what one hand is doing, not about being able to coordinate a bunch of intricate strokes, but be forcing them out, because we can do that too.
Yeah.
Get pretty fast, but you'll be, as he would say, you'll be muscling it out. The idea was to take each individual hand, which is why, for instance, I have two pads here. So I can show you what one hand is doing within the context of whatever stroke we're playing. And see what the one hand is doing? That's single-handed playing. That's really what we're doing. Take the other hand away. Can the one hand, does it know what it's doing? So that when you take one hand that knows what it's doing and can play something very fast or very slow. Slow rebounds can be very difficult. And then, but imagine taking one hand that can play very fast and finding the other hand with it in between. And now you have real speed that is as effortless as possible based on the human body on this planet. That's what he was talking about. So, okay, you wanted, so now keep going because you were.
Sorry. No, I mean, I know that you, in some of our lessons, you sort of alluded to, we didn't necessarily get into the mechanics of this, but you alluded to the whole concept of the crescendo strokes. And it's interesting what he mentions here, just through reading this. Once a student has learned to play rolls, then he learns to play crescendo rolls and singles. So both rolls and singles. That's interesting. Raising approximately 10 inches above the surface with no wrist, only arms and shoulders, with a flat stroke for ultimate power and speed. It's interesting. A flat stroke. Yeah.
Right now, I'm trying to get you to learn simply how to turn your wrist,
Yeah.
doubles, and make motions. And so when we're making motions, we're see, that's what I'm trying to get you to do. I'm trying to not have you always play with a flat stroke, but to turn to turn your wrist. We'll get there, but it's way premature.
Yeah.
It won't help. We need to get.
Oh, I know.
I don't mind you mentioning it. It's really cool, right? At the end of Richard Wilson's National Endowment concert, he's playing this ridiculously loud roll. There is only one microphone up above the orchestra or the ensemble. It was an orchestra with a rhythm section, and so he said, "There's only one microphone, rinky-dink microphone." And I was like, I was that 12 inches off the surface, playing the flats, playing a crescendo stroke, arms and shoulders roll. He says it's like the Iron Cross. Right? See, flat stroke.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what that's about. But right now, we're working on these fundamental things. So I really hope that you're continuing to look into things on behind the scenes. While you're not here with me, you're still doing your research in a scholarly way, which is why you have your masters, because that's how you roll. I get it. That's really cool. Bring all of that kind of approach to learning to this, which is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we should take a look. We should get into this now. We were having problems with the compound stroke number 1.
Yeah.
And the problems are just the basic things. When Richard Wilson talks about how to hold the sticks, he literally means how do you hold the sticks? And then, of course, as well as how do you hold the sticks, how do you make these particular motions that are associated with this technique? 7 basic strokes. Think of motions as going up and down, right? But I mean, even if we're just turning our wrists, isn't this a motion, right? And what Murray and Dick and Richard Martinez talk about is that this technique is really about controlling the rebound.
Yeah.
Through motions, I'll add myself, right? Because I guess we can control the rebound using other technique, but in this technique, we're making particular motions, and we're learning to control the rebound and not playing in a way that is not efficient. In other words, we're looking for economy of motion. So. And that's where this idea of everything is a wrist turn comes in, because it's really easy to think that this is a motion. It kind of looks like a motion. That's not this motion. This motion leads from the wrist. This technique uses a throw. You see how little comparative to what I was just doing. The motion of the arm. Goodness, right? Kind of looks right. And look how much my arm is moving.
Yeah.
Said to me in the car once, I know just where we were, on Ventura Boulevard, on the north side of the street in front of Barnes and Noble, because he had to go in and get some car magazine or something. I don't know what it was. And I said, what do you mean the more the wrist leads, the less the arm has to move? He goes, the more you lead with your wrist, the less the arm moves. That's what that means, right? And so, and he said, remember that. And Richard only 3 or 4 or 5 times said, remember that. And that's when you knew you should remember that. Okay, so did that help me? Maybe, maybe because he told me a lot of stuff that took me forever to understand. But so, right, we're looking to make particular motions. So let's talk about that, because this was hanging you up, the compound stroke. We were just trying to make these motions. So before we get into that, let's take a look at the pieces of this stroke that were giving you problems. Now we're going to break it down, right? So you know what each hand singularly is doing, right? Because that's this. See, that's all that's happening. And this hand is going. That's what this hand is doing. That's what this hand is doing. I think that's in camera. This hand is doing this. And you don't want to get tighter to go faster. Now try not to get tighter. Things will become more compressed, but we never get tight. So let's metronome. I had you at 40, and I had you playing this. At the beginning, when someone is unfamiliar with these motions, can be kind of perplexing, can be difficult, and yet it's the simplest thing in the world. And as soon as you start to recognize the simplicity behind what seems seemingly complex, and it is, there's a lot to this, and yet, on the other hand, there's nothing to this. That's kind of the inherent contradiction involved with this technique.
Setting the metronome there. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. We have, the thing I realize is we have the 7 basic strokes that we're working with, and this is leading us to developing all the other rudiments. However, it just takes a lot of work, a lot of conscientious work and very diligent work to perfect these strokes. Because the thing I was really focusing in on when I was playing the plan was just trying to, the whole thing we talked about, finding the floor and having that stick so that it's parallel to the playing surface from beat to butt, and just that whole idea, that whole thing we talked about of just letting the hand drop to play that appoggiatura, leading to that accent. That's that. And then not turning to the ceiling. Like as I was practicing, I caught myself doing this sort of thing where I would slightly turn up and then play the appoggiatura. So I had to stop myself from doing that.
I mean, I'll just because you read the article, and I'll try to approach this as holistically as possible so that there's connectivity with regards to what we just talked about. This is the article. So you talked about bouncing the wrists on the upstroke. See, Murray would just have you drop the stick. You're so close to the surface you can't help but make a note. Okay? And then so he would have you there's like 1 down with a throw and 3 up, or 2 down and 2 down and 2 up. But we can actually add muscular force up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up, up. So you can add force. That's why, like, if you're watching some of the videos I do at the gig, and I'm playing a bossa nova, actually make the accent, but keep the motion going.
Yes, yes.
That pattern, down, down, up, 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 down, down, right? That's just one example of where now I'm adding muscular force. I believe that's what Richard Wilson meant by bouncing the wrist on the upstroke. Okay. That's a distinction. But what we were working on, because you don't turn one aspect of what we're working on into the entire technique.
Yes.
But this is what you need to get this first. You just need to just let the stick drop. You could call it a turn, but we're not trying to get muscular force.
Right.
We can think of it as dropping. Remember, we have our 3-finger grip. How do you hold the sticks? Come on, do this. It's a little hard for you to do, huh? Feel how small this is? It's like you're holding a little marble. Like you're holding.
I could do it a little bit better in my left hand.
Just take this for a sec. Take out of your right, for instance. Just do this. Your hand. Now just bring the 3 fingers. That's not how your hand would close, I don't think, would it? Hold it open. Really open it up. Yeah, you'll feel a little stress. It's a nice stretch, actually. Now you're going to bring these 3 fingers in. Isn't this what you get? Watch. My 4th barely comes in. No, my 4th come in like that. You're closing your whole hand.
I've got a bit of an issue with that.
Open your hand up again. Yeah. Okay. Come on, now you want to open it up more. Spread your fingers. Now just bring the 3 in and see what happens. Just the 3. Better. Come on. I'm touching my 4th to my thumb. Sorry, my middle finger to the thumb. Yours is like over here somewhere. Okay, try this. We're getting caught up in this, but okay. Open your hand up. Just take your middle finger and touch it to your thumb. There. Come on, you don't have to bring your foot there. Come on, make it flat. You're bending your thumb. Keep the thumb flat. And so the pad of the thumb and the pad of the middle finger, you're not the tip. Watch, not the tip like a donut. Flat.
Right, right.
Yeah, you see the other fingers aren't really involved. Now, if I asked you to put your first on, it almost pulls pulls the ring finger in a little. Yeah, more like that. So open your hand, and then you bring the flat of the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger together. You get what looks like this. No, it looks like you can go to a restaurant and notice how people that are, you go to a tea garden, probably have tea gardens in Toronto than they do here in LA. Right? The Queen is still on the dollar bill.
Right.
When you drink tea and you're holding with 3 fingers, these fingers are typically, it's kind of like a joke, isn't it? Oh, it's tea time. This is how the hand looks, I think. No, not like this. Take these fingers away. All right, well, we'll get there. No, it's okay. I just want a 3-finger grip. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing this. It's very narrow. Okay. My other fingers are off right now. Just see, your 4th doesn't want to come off. How do you take your 4th away? And why is see how my middle finger? I guess it's okay. We'll spend a minute on the grip. It's the first thing Wilson talks about in the article. See how my middle finger, look. If I run the stick along my middle finger, kind of like at this angle, right? Look. When I watch, okay. You gotta really copy me. No, I'm running it right along the fingernail. Here's what yours looks like to me. Here's what yours looks like, although you may have fixed it a little bit. Yours looks
along the fingernail. This is the way the stick would look in relation to the.
If you look at how you were holding it before, it looked like this.
Yeah.
So that the stick would be like this. Look.
Yeah, that's correct.
I want this. Not this. Better. See? Yeah, the middle finger isn't pointing down towards the floor with a big gap, with a gap here. Their fingers are together, these fingers. Dick Wilson would talk about, here, do this with me now. I'll give you another Richard Wilson thing. He'd say these fingers, first finger, in other words, the index finger and the middle finger, they come apart right about there. See where they put them together. See if you can feel that. Form a grip where they come apart.
I can't see. I just can't see.
Go ahead and make a 3-finger grip.
Okay.
Take your fingers away. Can't get you to do that. No, not the 4th and the 5th. Take it. You see, you don't really want to maintain this. For you, it's either everything or nothing. I can create a 3-finger grip and keep the other fingers off. Not that we're going to necessarily, just stay in the right. Stay in the right. Hold your hand up like me. Kind of copy me. Come on, take the 4th away. It wants to be on top of your middle finger. I don't want it on top. I want it, look how far mine is. It's almost pointing up at the ceiling.
Yeah.
I'm stretching it a little, I admit. And my baby finger is a little curved, but pointing up to the ceiling as well, isn't it?
I've got mine.
Stay with me. That's how you hold the stick. And look at your middle finger pointing down at the floor. My middle finger is pointing somewhere over here. Not like this, down at the floor.
Yeah.
Stick. So put these fingers together, create a 3-finger grip. 3 other fingers off, tea time. Come on, tea time. There it is. Now take your thumb away. Just the thumb. See where they now hold your hand up like this, and you'll see kind of in a palm down now. You see where they come apart? They form a tiny little V here. That's pretty good. See, they form a little V. See, they're together.
Okay.
Got it. You see the V?
Oh.
See, he's like, look, I'm walking. Yeah, form a little V like this. This down, they separate. See where they separate?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he mentioned that, so I'm mentioning it to you. So these are little things you can look for, but let's not get totally caught up. It's far from minutia, but I don't want to take all of the time talking about it. It'll come along as we go, and you can play with that. 3 fingers.
Give me a moment, Kevin. I'm gonna plug in here.
No, you're supposed to do that before the lesson.
Yeah, I know, but it's always 50 million things to do.
You need to stick it to remind yourself.
Always 50 million things to do.
Okay, so I'll pad. Let's see. So we're looking at throws. So we're looking at alternating. We're going to play in a minute. You know, I have to announce the band. You know, I grew up on TV, so I'm okay. Yeah. I can do it. I voiceover work as a kid, as well as on screen. And we have SOC, did a lot of silent on camera, where you might be part of the image, but you're not actually speaking. Okay. All right. So Go ahead, metronome on at 40.
You want me to play flams?
I want you to play alternating quarter notes. Metronome's a quarter note. Now it's slow.
You want to play them as half notes?
No. You play just what you're doing. Here. I'll keep this. I'm going to keep this moving because you already did. Here's what you were doing. And see, this is why it's so difficult, because I know you're a conscientious student. I know you're home studying, but it takes, I have to reacquaint you, reinforce these ideas, until you really start to, part of it is believing in them, and part of it is just recognizing the subtlety, so that when I ask you to actually drop from parallel, you don't do what you just did, which is, see if I can copy it. So here's where we got one-handed playing. Watch if I can do it. See what I'm doing? Yeah, just do this with one hand with me. Go on. I'll do it in the left for you, just to prove, because I don't really play this way very much. But it's nothing. You stay in your right, though. You stay in your right. So you lift up and you go like that. Do that. No, come on, do what you do. You came up and waited. No, you come up a little faster, if I recall, kind of like that. Yeah, and then you come down. Do it again. I think you're doing this. Watch. Up. Up.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying not to do that, but.
I want you to do it this way, just for a minute.
Okay.
There. Boom! You come up and wait. Now, the idea with this stroke, and I know it's very slow, so it's difficult, but what we want is we want smoothness. We want motion all the way through the stroke. Also, we don't want you to turn to the ceiling. We can make up strokes turning, but we're not doing that right now. We're learning the discipline of, you talked about it, I'm just going to drop my wrist or turn to the surface. It feels like it's like you're already going up. Isn't that this Richard Martinez thing? Murray doesn't quite talk about it that way. He says, look, you turn your wrist, and the up by the bending of the wrist, it creates the upward motion of the forearm. Right? So we're just turning our wrist, and it's very subtle, and we can feel the potential of an up. I always feel the potential. Look, even here, I feel the potential every time I turn my wrist. I feel the potential of an up. Okay. So what we're doing is we're just turning or dropping, using gravity or turning. Yeah? There's two. We can access force two ways, either via gravity, because there's the force of gravity, the weight of the stick, the weight of the hand, and it just drops. Okay, and you're so close to the surface, or we can just do an easy turn, however you want to think of it. And so what we do is just turn to this, just turn, just turn and put the stick on the surface. Leave it on. Come closer to the surface. Come on, get that beat up. Be nice and flat to the surface. Butt end down, so you're nice and flat. This angle, maybe because of the camera, it's hard for me to know exactly. And then you're just going to gently turn to the surface. Barely make a note. No, I just want you to leave the stick on the surface. Okay, I don't want you pushing down. I don't want you to feel any pressure in your hand, because go ahead and push down. Push down with your wrist. Push down, you'll feel pressure in your fingers.
Exactly.
Okay, we don't want that. There's nothing to consider. Just touch this surface. Go on, do that with me. Just touch gently, turn to this. No, I want you to turn and leave it on the surface. Okay. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. Just think of turning to this. It might not go up at all. I don't know. Just turn to the surface. Come back now, come back. Turn to the surface. Come back. Turn to the surface. That was a really good one. See, there's just the tiniest little contour change here. Then when you come back, the contour goes away. There it is. See that? See what's happening? Just touch. Don't. It just happens without you knowing it. Touch the surface. No, now you're trying to do it. I'm gonna do it as soon as I mentioned. All you have to think of is touching the surface. It might not move at all. Okay, now come back, lift it up. You're not really where you started. Look, if all I do is leave my arm alone and I touch the surface and come back, nothing really changes. Not the way you think it does. And come back. But why is your butt end up so high now? Get your butt end down. Huh. Bring it down more. Bring it down another ½ an inch. No, come on, exaggerate it for me for fun. A ½ an inch.
You mean the whole stick or just the butt end?
Bring it down more. Put the shank on the pad. Go ahead and put the shank on the pad. There! Put the shank on now you're flat. Now bring that up, that angle, up a ½ of an inch. There, now you're flat. Yeah. Put it back down to be sure. Get the shank, see? Now, see, it wasn't really flat again. You come up and the butt end and the tip dips. Just bring that up flat. You'll have to use your forearm. No, you're already starting. Okay, now put it down and see if it's really flat. Prove it here. Nope. See, now it's flat. See how much the butt end went down when you came back? Can't you flat up and down? Flat, flat, flat. Now I'm becoming animated. It's like at an angle. Look, I want it to come straight up, not like this. I want it to come straight up. There, keep it there. You don't need your finger or anything. You need to feel it and look at it. Okay, now just touch the surface. No, you lifted your arm, you did something. The arm wouldn't move that much. You're not flat again. Get it flat. Put the butt end, put it on the shank. Lift it up, ½ an inch. Okay, that's where the floor is. All you're going to do is just put the bead on the surface. Don't do anything. Okay, back to where you started, flat. Bead on the surface. Look how much my arm moves. You're doing it. Watch. The surface. Watch this. Look. Look at it. It's not doing what you're doing. You do this.
Yeah.
I don't know why. What are you doing here? That's your arm. If you're turning your wrists, the body will have ever so slight. I shouldn't even mention it. You see, there. Do it again. You did it properly. Just touch. You still came up too much. Just touch. Just think of the arm staying in one place and touching the bead to the surface. There. By thinking of the arm staying in one place, that's it. It may have moved a butterfly wing or 3 or 4 butterfly wing. I don't know. Okay, there. That's what I want you to feel. Now come back. If you didn't use your arm, you just lifted your arm. down, not up, if you come back. If anything, it's going to go down a butterfly wing the other direction. Lift it up. Too much. That was more than a butterfly wing, but better. Now you're starting to get it. Do it again. You've lost your flatness though. Put the shank back down on the surface. Find the floor. That's a good way to find the floor, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There. Bring that up a ½ inch. Just a ½ inch. That's enough. Now, leaving your arm right where it is, just touch the bead to the surface. You lifted your arm. There. Now bring it back. Leave your arm where it is. There. That's it. When you look at this, it's 40, 46, but when I edit this, it'll be different. But remember that. That's what it is.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just turning from here. Now this time, boy, it's so subtle. So we're just turning to the surface and following that up and making a little throw. Turn to the surface, follow it up, and make a little throw. No. First turn to the surface and barely anything happens. Nope, you're not flat. Shank on the surface. ½ inch. There you go. Just touch the surface and then follow it up. That was better. You didn't get much of a nut, but you're not really flat now. Put the shank on the surface. See how much different that is? You're like this far away from being flat. That's a lot. Now you're flat. Bring that up a ½ inch. Just a ½ inch. I already think you lost. See? Look, watch. You put the stick down on your flat. Stay with me now. You put the stick down on your flat. I ask you to bring it up, and really it's not flat. And then when I ask you to go to lower it, here's what happens. You get back the tip back to the surface and you think you're going back down flat. And when you realize you're not flat, you go like this. Look how much different. You think you're flat, it gets here, and then it goes that much further down. Now, if you're flat, you don't have to go down. It doesn't go down like this, and then you flatten it out. If you actually are flat, it'll go down flat. How are you ever going to play a crescendo stroke with a flat stroke up here? I can't get you to do it here.
Right, right.
Serious, right? Come on, you got to get it flat, and then if you're going to prove to yourself that it's flat, it should all go down flat from the forearm, really. Now it's the forearm. Now it's not wrist. It's just a remedial. Bring it up. Put it down. No, you already dipped the bead forward. I can see. Put it down flat. Nope. See, after you touch, it goes like this. You touch, and then it goes down more. Shouldn't. There. Go down more that time. Do it again. Shouldn't go down more. So I can tell it's going to go down more. You don't have the bead up high enough. Won't go down flat. Now bring it down. Put it down flat. Almost. Okay, so come up and be flat. There you go. Too much. You don't have to come up that high. I want to keep you nice and close to the surface, nice and cozy. You're not flat, I can tell. When you go down, it's going to go like this. There. Bring it there. But you brought it up too much and now it's not flat. Isn't that amazing? We're not even playing yet. Now just touch and follow it up. And you're more flat this time. Go back down, prove to yourself, make sure you're flat. Up, dipped after you got there, so you weren't quite, but better. Now watch. Getting better. I'm touching and watch my throw. It doesn't quite go as yours did, which was, you really exaggerated this. There is a wrist turn. It's all a wrist turn. It's this. There you go. Oh, you're not flat though. If you go to put that down, if you go to put it down, it'll dip when you get down. That's flat. Bring it up a ½ inch, ½ inch. A little too much, but just go ahead and touch and go up and make that lovely throw. Are you flat? Almost. It's getting better. Do that in the other hand. 45 minutes, we've barely done any playing. Well, we did a bunch of talking, which was really cool. But you're not close enough to the surface. So I want you nice and there. You see, that looks flat. Left hand's better. Yeah, it's all one smooth motion. There. Now put the two. See, that's single-handed playing, right? So go the two together. Can you? See how now you're up. Was it right flat? Oh, that's good. No, you're lifting up to the surface. What happened to just touching that thing where we just then touched? You don't wait up in the air. There's your this thing. Now you're back to this. You got to time it so it's smooth. It's very slow. No, you don't get to wait at the top. I know you've done that remedially, perhaps. It's my fault. No, you're lifting up first. Put your left hand on your calf down here. You can study your single-handed right. Put your right on your calf, so your arm is stretched out. On your calf, on your calf. No, you're sorry. Sorry, that was a dyslexic moment, and I'm not dyslexic until now. Put your left on your leg. Right's not flat. Yeah, you're not. You may as well just play molar. I'm being kind of snarky. There, almost flat. There, look at your right hand. It doesn't turn up to the ceiling first. No, it turned up to the ceiling as soon as I mentioned it. There's a good one. Flat, 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 flat. Flat, 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 flat. Lift that feet up a little bit at the end. Come on, keep it there. See, you're down lower than you think, aren't you? End up here. And now you're realizing that to be flat, it ends up down here somewhere. There, come on. Nice, it ends up nice and low. It ends up here. It's down here. Flat. There you go. Ta-da! Now, the right hand on your calf and study the left hand individually. That's flat, isn't it? Don't point your first finger. It's a 3-finger grip. You're going to need that first finger on there. Go for it. You're not really. Oh, wait. You're not really. What you call it, the setup. You're not set up in the left. It's not flat. It doesn't know where it is. It's not. It doesn't have a floor. There. Better. Now you can do that little thing that you're learning. That tiny turn where the arm barely moves. No, you don't. Watch. You don't watch, Joe. It doesn't start off like this. It's like you touch. Watch how easy it is. You touch. Now listen how gentle. I'll put that on the. I don't want to. I'll play it. Listen to it. Watch. I'm not going. That's leveraging. It's going to make it too. Stay with me. That's going to make it too loud. If you come up like that, too loud. I just want you to touch and follow it up. Make a strike. Nice easy touch. Remember, you just make the stick on there. You don't rush going up. Nope, you rush too much going up. Think of the touching first. First, turning to the surface, just that little bit. Just turn to the surface in the left and let the stick lay on the surface. That was perfect. Now come down flat. Prove to yourself, to me. Come on, get the butt end down a little more. Now just lay this bead on the surface. You came up. That's what I'm telling you, using your arm. Put the bead on the surface. No, the arm doesn't move. Let's just pretend the arm doesn't move at all, and you'll get it. There, it moved, but you didn't move it, and you don't even know it moved. It's so tiny, I'm telling you. Come on, now bring it back to flat. There, touch the surface. Oh, you brought your arm up. I know you did. Trying to feel something. Come on, flat. No, be flat. Flat, butt end down. Get the butt end down. Now just put the bead on the surface with your arm right there. Don't lift up. Now follow that up. There. Now, there. That's different than what you're doing. You're not quite flat, but that's different than what you're doing. It doesn't go up like this. You just think of touching with nothing moving, and then make your motion. Follow it up. Nope. Lifting right away. You're not thinking of turning to the surface first. No. That was better. First turn to the surface. Watch. Kind of repeated, but watch. Look, I'm gonna turn to the surface. What? Look, it's not even going up yet. Oh, there. Look. Well, now it's going to go up. It's not going like this. Watch. Touch. And then I'm going to follow it. Look how smooth it is. I'm going to touch. But it's not going up yet. You just want to go right away. You just want to do this. Not that. It's just touching and following it up. Touching. After a while, as it goes faster, it'll seem like it's doing that. Okay. But really, what I'm doing is I'm getting to the surface. And then the bottom of the bead, Doug Wilson would scream it at you. You want to get the tip. You're going to get the tip. Do it again. Touch, and you don't need to come up right away. You can hang for just a microsecond or 4. No, you lost your concentration. Just play the left, leave the right out. No, just touch. We got to go back to just touching, but you're not flat. Just touch. Smoothly, just gently touch the surface. Like you're a painter and you're just going to put a dot on the pad or the canvas. Just touch, no, just touch it. You can leave it there. I don't care if you leave it on the surface. Just leave it on the surface. There. Now you can go up. Come on up. No, with your, that's when you make a motion. Now you can go up. So you don't have to go up right away. Nope, you went up right. Really want you to feel, nope, you went up right away. Can't wait. Can't touch to make sure you didn't move your arm on purpose. You're not flat. Nope, you didn't wait. You're not flat. I'll wait here all day. If you're willing to, I will. You're not flat. You're not flat. Put the shank down on the surface. Put the shank on the surface. Ah, pretty good. You didn't dip after you got there. Lift that up 1/4 inch. There. Now just touch the bead to the surface gently. Nope, you lifted your arm. Lifted your arm. Better, but you lifted your arm. There! Now go up. Follow that up. Make a little motion. And you're almost flat. Get flat again. Nope, you just lifted it up. You have to touch and wait. Nope, you have to touch and wait. I actually want you to leave the bead on the surface and you went up. Come back down flat. Okay, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch, parallel bead to butt end, lift it up. Just touch the bead to the surface and wait. Don't move your arm. It's not on the surface. I want you to leave the bead on the surface. Try it again. Come back. Should be flat if you come back. Butt end's not low enough. Butt end's not low enough. Just touch the bead to the surface. Don't move your arm at all. Move your arm too much. There. Now follow that up. See? So everything's quiet and you throw. Come on, smoothly. Yes. Just touch. Leave the bead on the surface and wait. No, you lifted. See? Touch. There. Now follow that up. Like that. Do it again. You lifted. I want you to touch and not move. There. Now go up. Go on and touch and wait. Just touch. No, you lifted. You're leveraging too soon. Here, think of it this way. Think of it this way. First you have to be flat. Now you're going to touch. And there's, look, how are you going to do this? If I just want you to play from parallel, look, and I was going up every time. How could you go up every time? Why is it your idea of turning to the surface means you have to be going up? It just goes down. There aren't, whatever's happening, that's all that's happening. And so I want one of those. No. Yep. I want one of them. I want one of those. And leaving it on the surface. So you're not going up. It's like you're going to play another single. Think of it that way. But just leave the first note on the surface. Yeah, but now you decide, hey, I'm going to go up. Going up now. Now you're leveraging. Now you leverage. Think of it that way. Watch. So you're going to touch. Then you're going to leverage. It says, now you're going to spring off. I'm not feeling any leveraging, but it has that kind of quality. First you touch. Now you can leverage. Touch. Don't move. You're not ready to leverage yet. So it shouldn't go up. You're leveraging. I just want you to touch like you're leveraging. There, don't leverage. Just touch. Now leverage. There, you feel it? Come on, make a little throw. There. Different. Don't leverage until you've touched. Then you can, like the pole vault. Little guy on the pole vault. Thank you, Richard Martinez. Okay, you're just going to have to practice that. You got it in the right with the left on your calf. And you don't come up. Don't leverage on the way up as you touch. You're leveraging. Now you can leverage. But I want you to lay it on the surface for me. You're not flat. You're not flat. Come on, put the shank on the surface to find flat. There, look how different that is. Bring that up a half an inch, quarter of an inch. Too much, and you're not flat. I don't know why you can't just come up and down. That's interesting to me. Why can't you just bring the beat straight up and down? Not this, not this. This is you straight up and down. Then you come down and you have to go like that. Come on. Right, bring it fine flat. Bring it straight up a quarter of an inch. Put the shank on. See, that's flat. Bring the whole thing up. Keep your wrist locked. Don't bend your wrist. Just bring it up from the forearm. The anti-cubicle. There. Now just bend forward and leave the bead on the surface. You let it went up. There. Now you can leverage up. Pole vault up and throw. And don't come down up. So the motion is correct, but you're going to touch, not leverage, leverage, and throw. Touch. Okay, that's it. Do that. Touch. Touch. Leverage. And throw. All in smooth time. One more time. Touch. Leverage. And throw. Once you start to leverage, you're done. Watch, Joe. Once you start to leverage, you're done. You're in motion now. Now you've jumped up and you've got to fall. Touch, leverage, and now you're done. Here you go. Come on, got to keep going. There you go. Touch, don't leverage, leverage, and keep going. That's it. That's it. It seems like it's not different than what you were doing. It's very different than what you're doing. I'm going to give you one more thing because we're running out of time. I've got to run out. I've got to run off to my gig. Got a wonderful lady singer tonight. I'm playing with Barry Manilow's guitarist, Ken Barry. I write the songs. I in New England.
That's right. I played Barry Manilow stuff in the past.
There you go. I love that stuff. Okay. So I'm going to give you something because let me be a renegade for a minute. Let's just move away from following the continuity of the Spivack library and just give you something that I notice is a neat way to play time. And it's something that I used to kind of do, and it wasn't very organized in my head. I couldn't really, it wasn't consistent. I'd be playing and I might play and I'd blow through it. So I'm thinking about little things that you could give to students. You know, every once in a while, Richard would give you a little thing that you would use that was drum set associated. So, and I guess I could write it out for you, but it's so simple, I'll probably have you write it out. So let's see. I usually think of leading with the right, but it's really one. So how am I going to do one? So if it's a no, you're gonna have to bear with me for a minute because I just sort of kind of created this as an exercise based on something I do without thinking about it too much. Let's see. How do we get back? This hand's got to play a double now. Now single. Now the left's going to play a double. This is so how do I get back? Ding, 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 ding. Maybe that's where it's got to go. So we would be on wrist right now. But see, that's something very usable, and it is based on, it could be like, you could be thinking 6-stroke rolls. That's what one hand is doing. One hand. Okay, so what we're doing is we're thinking I used to think I think of it as a pickup. Bang, dang, gang. Da 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 da. Let's see. So so the left is playing doubles. Now the right's playing doubles. Now the right's playing doubles. So right is playing singles, singles. Now the right's playing doubles. Yeah, you gotta learn how to turn it around. That's why I started thinking about what am I doing? The slower rebounds here. Still rebounding. To get it to turn around, we play a double. Okay, so let's try it. Let's just
played the,
we're going to do it real slow. We're just doing they're eighth note triplets.
okay.
And start with a double. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and no motions, no motions. I'm playing it. I'm not playing it with motions.
All on the wrist.
Yeah. Okay. So left, double, 3, 4, right, left.
Okay, hold on a sec. So.
So it's left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Just get that.
So left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left.
Right, and when you goes right, left, now the right, left is a single, and the right hand plays doubles. Right, left, 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 right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, 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 left. Let's get that far. No. The way it turns around, it doesn't turn around in the same way. It doesn't go da 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 da. To turn it around now, you just turn the left. It's playing doubles. That's playing singles into a double. So watch. So it's going to go left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right. Here we go. Left, right, left, left, right. And we're back to the top. It plays a double instead of going left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. It goes left, left, right. That's how it turns around. Try it. Just go for it. Get it into your body.
All right. So left, left, right, left, left, right. 3, 4.
Yeah, just do it as you were doing it before. Don't count yet. Just No. I know it's just a little confusing, but
It shouldn't have to be.
It's really nothing. So it'll stretch our brains a little bit. So it's left, right, right, left. No, sorry. Left, left, right, 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 right. So just take it from left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. Do that. No, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left. Right, you turned it around.
Okay, so
you're at the top. When you go left, when you turn the one note in the left into a double, you're at the beginning. Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left.
So,
Your top. Right, left. Right,
okay.
that part, right, left. That's how it turns around going that way. Try it again.
So to start this off,
Starts left, left, right.
it's left, left, right to start?
Yeah. Remember? Left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. There you go. To turn the left into a double to turn it back around. And you'll be at the beginning. You'll be right there.
So,
Left. Yep. Right, left. Right, right.
hold on a sec. Left, left, right, right.
Keep concentrating. You had it. You have it.
Okay, like I'm getting a sense that this is in 5/4. Like the exercise is in 5/4.
Well, let's see. I don't think so. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not. Try it again. You just hear it and feel it. You already had it once. Try it. And you can work on this because you'll have me playing it, or I can write it out for you. It's so. We go for it. Left, left, right, left, left, right. Hear it. Just hear it. That's how you. Take it from where it turns around and see if you can get it back. Right, left.
I'm just not understanding what to do.
Yes. Imagine it's a Frank Zappa rehearsal, and Frank is teaching everybody this part. He wouldn't write anything down. You just learned it, and this is really simple. You can play this. You just did it. You went one way, and when you sort it out in your mind, you'll have this together, and then you'll put it on the drums, and you're going to play a solo for me.
I know, but I'm just not seeing it in my mind's eye. So it's starting with the left hand, 2 lefts and a right?
Yeah, you already know this. No, you're not hearing it. Let's listen. Just get it. Just get it. Don't get all freaky. This is a little pattern that once it was written out and you spent 10 minutes on your own thinking about it, you'll have it. I know you're under a bit of pressure because, right, the eye in the sky is on and all that stuff. It's da da da. Listen to it. Da 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 da. Just do that. That's one way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Just do that. That's it. That's going one way. Okay, now take it from the end of that. There you go. Yeah, right. So after when it turns around, just take it from right, left, right, left. No, just take it from here. Just take it from here where it turns around. Right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right. So this is right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right. So you have to think about it too. Me too. Right, left. So it turns around. Right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do that. Right 1.
Leading with the right hand?
Yeah, where it turns around. It goes da 1, da 1. Right, left, 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 left. 1, just da 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm really fatigued, but I'm not seeing it.
Just do it with me.
Okay, well.
Right, left, right, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, left, da, da, da. Right, left, left. Come on. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. You can see it. You just.
I got a feeling this is on an upbeat, like the leg count.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Left, left. And that left, left is on the 1. Now I'll go right and just say 1 in the left, in the left. 1, 2, or just start left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now the right doubles. 1, 2. When the left is leading in the singles, it's on the downbeat. When the right's leading, it's on the upbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Got to play double at the end to turn it around. No, the left is playing da, da, left double. Got to end with da, da. Da, 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 da. That's it. And that da, da is at the beginning of the whole thing, because the thing starts off da, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. See? Da, da, and that last da, da is the beginning. Da, 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 da. Get up to speed, it sounds cool. So you can work on that.
Okay, well, I don't even know what to work on.
You have video, and you have yourself doing it 2 ways. I'll do it for you right now so you can watch it. You already did it. It's going to start like this. It does this. You have 2 halves. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and at the end of 4, I'll do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and.
Okay.
That's it. That's all it is. And you put the 2 together and it keeps cycling over and over. And that's only going one way. We could lead with the other hand and the whole thing would be reversed. But we're not going to do that. Good. I've got you a little freaked out. Fine. Because you don't want to leave the lesson not feeling like a caveman, where I haven't done my job.
Right. Well,
I'll write that out for you, okay? So you can look at it, and then you have it on video. And you can work on that and put that on the drums and play. I haven't heard a solo from you for a minute, so maybe you can give that a name.
Right.
Right? The Kevin Crabb Mindbender. I don't know what you want to call it. You'll come up with something a little more hip than that, right?
I don't know. I'll have to look at what you did there. And
I'll write it out, but see if you can enjoy having fun with that on the drum set. Okay? One hand on the cymbal, and put one hand on the cymbal, right? And then the other hand and then the other hand on another sound source. So how would it go? It's quite fun to have a drum set around sometimes. Now I'm out of. Let's see if I can do this. That would be something like. Ding, 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 so we started with a little. All the stuff you can do on a drum set. And start fooling with the idea. And now maybe you are in 5/4 and you keep hearing the tune in your head.
I don't know. I was just kind of trying to follow what you were doing there.
All right. So just open up your mind. Remember, Dick Wilson was an avant-garde player. The band leaders would say, Richard, please don't go too crazy. This is just like this is a pedestrian audience. Please, no, none of that avant-garde. And Dick Wilson for their first set would contain himself, and by the second set, it was like the band leader would be going, oy vey, because he just couldn't contain himself, and he would play over the bar line and play in a very modern way, probably for today's standards. So just have fun with that. Don't make a big deal out of it. You got it. You'll have this together. Next time I see you, I know. And what you want to do is you want to play it on the wrist. And then as it comes up, you'll find that as it speeds up, it'll naturally turn into a rebound. There you go. Yeah, you can just keep one pattern going until you feel comfortable, then turn it around, and then turn it around again. This hand plays a double. Yeah. You're already getting the idea. You get on the drum set, you keep the sock going so you know where you are, or you don't keep the sock going, I don't care. You put the bass drum with the hand that's playing a single. The hand that's playing one note goes on a cymbal.
I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I have some general sense of it. I don't know if it's in concert with what you were just showing me.
That was the idea, what you just did.
Okay.
And when you're on your next jazz gig, you'll find that stuff happens very naturally. You can play cymbal time that way, right? Don't you ever play cymbal time that way?
I remember, well...
Joe, don't you ever play cymbal time that way?
I do, but I'm not thinking of it that way because I'm
Oh. Dang, 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 dang. Dang, dang, it falls into place. Dang, 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 dang. It's based on cymbal time, dude. It's like nothing, and you'll find that it will really help you kind of expand your vocabulary based on cymbal time. Okay, you can watch for it on tonight's gig. I'll I'll try to, I'll wave to you. I'll turn to the camera and wave when I'm doing it, and you can see examples probably of me doing that tonight, and I'll think of you. And have fun, and you did great today. Remember, we touch, then we leverage. We touch, then we leverage. Go on, do it, touch. No, just with your hand. You don't need to, you're gonna touch. No, just watch, touch. Look how smooth it is. No, it doesn't go touch, watch, touch. No, it doesn't go touch, it just goes smooth. And then you leverage. Camera's going off.
All right.
And we're fading to black.